Hey guys, how are you? Thank you so much for watching this call and being on this call with me. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you guys taking your time out today and to just watch this webinar and learn more about me and learn more about this coaching opportunity and seeing if it might be something for you, which I hope it is, because I'm obviously sending you this recording for a reason, because I see something in you that you might not even see yourself. So I really appreciate you taking some time out today and watching this with me. If you know me, you probably know that I am a talker, so I will do my absolute best to keep it short and sweet and to the point. What I'm going to do is show you a presentation, so you're actually not going to be able to see my face. I'm going to do a screen share, and you'll be able to hear me. You just won't see me for a little bit, so take a good look now. So give me 1 second. We're going to do a screen share, and then I'm going to share more about me, more about my journey, and things that even you can do. So this is just really, all about how I actually made this transition and how I was able to quit my my corporate job and truly do something that I absolutely love and totally followed my passion. So a little bit about me. If you guys don't know, I used to be an eyewear designer in the corporate world. I commuted 2 hours door to door to sit in a cubicle that I hated. There was a lot of politics in the corporate world that I just did not like. I honestly did not think it was something that I wanted for me. When people asked me what I wanted in a year, 5 years at my old job, I just kind of was like, well, I have no idea. I don't even want to do this right now, so I can't even think what I want to do in a year, and I job hopped a few times thinking it was just my company that sucked. And I quickly learned that it wasn't just my company. It was me and my mentality, and it was a lot about just the bigger picture. I always sat there, and on my commute into the city, I was like, there has got to be more to life than this. I can't just sit, here in a cubicle, just kind of like, I guess, like wasting away. I truly felt like what I was doing every day wasn't making a difference. And my life all kind of changed because of this one little thought that I had, that popped into my head one morning. And that little thing that popped into my head kind of led me to where I am now. So I never played sports. I was never a fitness person. The person that you guys see today is a new person. Probably within the past 4 years I've become who I am today. I always, was a little bit on the chubby side. I always had weight issues. It was never something that I really thought of, I guess, because it was just who I was. I always ate fast food. I partied a lot in college. I ate a lot of really bad things. And I, definitely was not somebody that liked sports. I never played anything. I almost failed gym class, but I talked my way out of it. And I always had really bad stomach issues and really bad cramps as a female, and I just never knew what was wrong with me, and I was in and out of doctors for over 10 years trying to figure out what was going on with my body. And then I was finally officially diagnosed with endometriosis in late 2012, which also sort of led me on this journey of mine, all because of that and my new way of life. So my journey has been long, actually. I kind of started off because my boyfriend was doing insanity, and we were in a new relationship, and I wanted to show off one day, and it did not work because I laid on the floor for almost an hour because I couldn't move after it. But it's been a long journey, and that's sort of, where it all started from. So I always knew deep down that I didn't want to be in the corporate world, and that just wasn't the life that I wanted for myself. And I realized that I would started to change. I became like this just negative person who was always complaining, and I just truly hated what my life was becoming. And I was like, I'm way too young to be hating this already. There has to be something more than working this much, and always feeling like I was beat down, and I truly felt like I was becoming somebody else, and I knew I needed to change, and I knew that change obviously had to start with me. So what I did was I actually sat on the train in my notes section, and I wrote down things that I loved and that I hated, things that I wanted in a job and things that I did not want in a job. And what I found was fitness and nutrition and helping others were the top of my list of things that I wanted. And at the top of the list of things that I did not want included anything with numbers. I was an assistant buyer for about 7 months, and I realized very quickly that was not for me. And I really did not want to be surrounded by a lot of negative people in a really negative atmosphere all the time. It just really, just really wore me down. It hurt my insides, and I just didn't like it at all. So I knew that I needed to change. So going back, that's how everything started for me, and that's how I found my school, IIN, the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, and became a holistic health coach, and as well a Beachbody coach. So, when you guys think of success can mean different things for so many people. For some people, having a really fancy job title and always having a certain amount of pay coming in is success, but it really wasn't success for me. I did go from having a corporate salary, and I went from being a brand manager of of a bunch of eyewear licenses, and I, traveled to Italy. I could have traveled to China a bunch of times. I, was in meetings with Donald Trump because I worked on Ivanka Trump, very, exciting things, and I just didn't feel like there was anything else coming from it. So now I actually have that purpose, and I feel so good about what I'm doing. I remember always saying about my eyewear industry, I'm not curing blindness. It's just, a fashion thing, and now I'm actually changing people's lives, and I have so much time freedom, which is amazing. I mean, if you guys follow me on social media, I travel a lot, and I would never be able to do any of that if it wasn't for Beachbody. And my relationships have improved so much. I mean, I've met so many amazing people all because of this opportunity. And some of these people have now become my absolute best friends that I cannot imagine my life without. And I would have never met them if it wasn't for Beachbody, and if it wasn't for me opening up so much on social media. And my health has mentally and physically completely changed. I feel finally like I'm happy again, inside and out, and that's one thing that I really hope shows. And I of course went from having a steady paycheck every week. I knew what I was getting, but now I have the potential of unlimited amount of money that I can actually earn, and I think that's so exciting and so scary all at the same time. But knowing what your purpose is and knowing what you're worth is amazing, and that alone can take you really far. So I always talk about knowing your why, and why are you working? Why are you doing everything that you're doing? And things that are important to you. And my why is something that's selfish. It's something that I want for me and for my future. I want, to be able to have this, freedom of working whenever I want and not having a boss and not having so many people hounding you for things and sitting in meetings that you honestly don't care about, and being, I want to be surrounded by amazing people. And that's an okay thing to want, if you got to have that thing, so whether it's something for yourself, for your kids' future, to be able to pay for college for them, to, be able to buy a car, pay off any of your debt, that's your why. Those things are really powerful, and those things motivate you every day to get to work. And, this is just sort of my why, and I, really want to be able to retire my boyfriend from his corporate job, and I want to be able to raise a family together, both at home. I mean, both of my parents worked, and I am an only child, so I kind of grew up, in like aftercare, and with babysitters, and all I remember wanting was my parents to be there. And that's all I kind of want for my future too. And I want to buy Tom a horse because he, is like my backbone. He does so much for me, and I want our future to be really great together, and I know that I can actually make it happen with this. So how I figured out what I wanted to do was I made a list of things that I absolutely loved. So that tiny little thought that popped in my head that sort of led me on this journey was, how amazing would it be if I were somebody in a fitness video changing someone's life, just like Shakeology Johnson was changing my life in my basement. And at the time, I never met Shakeology Johnson. All I knew was she was this amazing person in a DVD that I truly looked up to, and that I truly 100% was just a real person who was impacting my life. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that for somebody else. And the fact that I could actually get paid for it, I was like, sign me up. And then that actually just, played along with things that I'm really good at, and things that I actually enjoy doing. I love being around people. I love meeting new people. I obviously love talking. I love, being able to share my experience. Well, now I do. At first it was a little hard, but, the fact that I can do those sort of things and actually get paid for it, it was kind of like a no-brainer, and these are really great questions that you guys can ask yourself, like, what if you could get paid to do something that you love, what would it be, If it is health and fitness, then imagine you getting paid to just sharing that, and that's pretty much all that this opportunity is, which is kind of crazy. But, think about these questions and try to, really hone in on things that mean a lot to you. So I obviously had a lot of fears leaving my corporate job. I mean, working for yourself and knowing that your money and your income is just coming from what you do is a scary thing. And I honestly never thought I would get to this point where this is, true for me. I mean, I was, very scared of failing, obviously. Financially, I mean, we all have bills. I still have student loans that I'm trying to, pay off, and I have a car loan, and, I am trying to save up money with my boyfriend so we can buy a house and start our life. Like, these things are crazy, and it's a really scary thought. And, this might not be your ultimate dream, but it's something that can happen if you hate if you want to get out of that corporate job or whatever job you're in that you want out. I mean, if you really, think that you can, and if it's something that you truly want, it can happen. I mean, I totally, deep down I knew that I was going to leave my corporate job, and I started packing up my desk and cleaning it out 2 months before I officially quit, because I knew I was going to quit. I knew I was going to do something different. I knew I had to leave, and that was me creating something in my mind, that I actually can do this, that it's a possibility, and if I truly believe in myself, then there's nothing that can stop me. So I took all of that energy in, and I cleaned out my corporate desk, even without like a solid plan. I knew it. And within that process, I started having a lot of people come to me and saying, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" And it's a really scary thing, and I try to share that fact that I'm a real person and that I have issues and that I don't have it all together. And I hope that I do share that a lot, because everybody struggles with everything. I mean, I struggle with my, you know, eating habits and my fitness and my body image. I mean, I am a girl, and I grew up a little chubby, and you know, seeing all these skinny, tall people, and I mean, I'm short with curly hair and I have glasses. I'm clearly not the norm. So things like that, and sharing my story is what drives people to you, and I'm hoping that's also another reason why you're here and watching this with me, because you've connected with me. And that's what it's really all about, is just connecting with people and showing that you're a real person, because nobody has it all together. I mean, I absolutely adore Shailene Johnson, and I look up to her so much, and to me she looks like she has it all together, but she does real talk all the time, and nobody does. And the people that I want to be with are the people that are responding to me and the people that I'm working with, and those are who I want to be on the team. And that's obviously another reason why I'm sending you guys this video, because you are somebody that I really like, and I connect with you, and I hope that you connect with me too. Oh, I love this. Time is money, honey. So there's, active and a passive income. I mean, you can work so many hours. I mean, if you're on a base salary at a corporate job, it doesn't matter the amount of hours that you put in, you're still going to get paid the same amount of money, right? So why not actually use that time and, be on your own schedule, not have a boss, and, truly, say how many hours you want to work and get paid for it. I mean, like, what if you could make money when you're not even working? I mean, I've had some of my best weeks financially with Team Beachbody when I was away on a vacation and I couldn't answer anything. And, we'll explain that later on and how that actually can happen, but you can build a business and take time off and not worry about it, and know that money is still going to come in every week, and that in your bank account. I mean, what would that mean to you if that was an option for you? If that was an option for you not to have to request a day off or worry about your PTO days? Think about it. I mean, if you were just if you were self-employed and you could actually take a day off, I mean, there's so many people that own their own businesses, but if they're not present, then their business suffers. What if you were able to have your own business, but still be able to step away and know that it's okay? That's a pretty big thing to have. I love this picture. So this business is not old school fitness. It's not Mary Kay or Avon. It's not one of those network marketing, which is like an old school way of doing things. This is very new. It is it's not your network marketing that you think of when you hear of a regular one. I mean, the culture and the community of Team Beachbody is totally what sets us apart. Our programs are what sets us apart. I mean, I have truly become such good friends with people that are on my team, and they're not just my team. I mean, these people become my family. I mean, I talk to these people every single day, and I know about their lives, and I know their kids, and I know what they want for their future, and I think that's such an amazing thing to have, and you don't get that anywhere else. I mean, if you guys have been in challenge groups with me, you know that kind of community and the culture that we all have. I mean, Team Beachbody, we're the only ones that truly dive in really deep. It's not about me. It's about you and your success, and my success comes along with your success, And those are things that are really important, and those things mattered to me when I decided to join up with Team Beachbody. I didn't want to feel like I was kind of left all alone to figure out this crazy thing that I was getting myself into, and to be able to know that I have a huge team to hold my hand and back me up and support me and root for me is an amazing thing. I mean, it's like no other. I mean, I've never worked with people that truly cared about you as an individual so much before. Speaking of some of our awesome programs, so some of you guys might have seen me talking about PIO recently. I actually became a PIO instructor, and I teach PIO 4 times a week, which is an amazing format, and I've been teaching it for about 6 months now, and it was just released as an at-home fitness program, which is amazing because with my endometriosis, a lot of these workouts can really affect us, and it can send me into a really big flare. If, my endo girls, you're on this call and watching, you understand. But PIO is all low impact. It is started out as being an influence of yoga and Pilates, but has truly become its own. So some of the moves you will recognize because they are influenced, but it's totally its own thing. P90X3 is like P90X, but it's a shorter version. It's 30 minutes long. The 21-day fix is just an amazing program. It's like a no-brainer on how to learn how to eat and portion controls. It is a true lifestyle fix. And then, of course, Insanity, which I also teach and is a love of mine. Turbo Fire is the program that I actually got started with, and it's another Shailene Johnson program, and that is the program that was my game changer, and as well as Shakeology, which is an amazing meal replacement that I drink every single day, and I know so many people do. Then we also have supplements and a 21-day whole foods detox called the Ultimate Reset, which I've done also, and it is amazing. It's a great way to just clean you out, and it's an all-vegan diet, and it just makes you feel so good. It's like a fresh start for your insides, which everyone can need. So if you guys don't know what Shakeology truly is, it's more than just a protein shake or something that a lot of people think of. It is a true superfood-packed shake. You can have it as a meal or you can have a snack. I mean, but as a holistic health coach, before I got involved with Beachbody and Shakeology, I was searching around for something like Shakeology. I really wanted the protein. I wanted something that was gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, that would not upset my endo monster, something that was delicious and healthy, and something that could actually really, really help me gain some energy because I was cutting back a lot on my caffeine intake. And I was working out, so I wanted something to almost like help me and give me like, a little jump start. And Shakeology is clinically proven to help with weight loss. My mom drinks her Shakeology, and within the first month and a half when she went back to her doctors, they were like, what are you doing? Because your cholesterol and your triglycerides, everything is just amazing. And she actually has gotten taken off of a few of her medications because she drinks Shakeology. It's that powerful. And, the thing that's kind of stops some people, is well, it's just a shake. It's another shake. It's not. It's truly something that is so good for your body. I mean, if you can do one good thing, this is exactly what it is. If I could, have everybody drink one thing, I would hope that it's this. And the amazing thing is, too, that Beachbody is just continuing to grow. I mean, if you think about it, the amount of people that you can help and the amount of people that are out there, it's insane. I mean, if you guys just look at this chart on the left, I mean, there's nothing that's going to stop you. And there's nothing that's going to come in your way. I mean, we're even expanding into Canada, which is our newest adventure. And it's amazing. I mean, the potential is so crazy, and we have a few Canadian coaches on our team, which is amazing, and it's just so exciting because they're going to be one of the very first ones in Canada. I mean, it's just going to keep growing and growing. So I know some people are always kind of like, well, you're super fit and you're a fitness instructor and I can't be a coach, but the true honest thing is I was not who I am today when I started. I've been a coach for a year and a half. And when I first started, I was just somebody in the corporate world commuting. I wasn't working at a gym. I wasn't teaching. I wasn't doing any of that. And, here you don't need anything. You don't need any, certifications, or you don't even have to be at your ultimate fitness goal to be a coach. I mean, that's the thing. People relate to you because of your story and who you are. So these are just some of the people that are on our team. Marie is a 50-something. She owns her own business as a daycare provider, and she's a mom. She's an amazing coach. Erin is a 20-something full-time law student. Right now she's studying for her bar exam out in Arizona. Brione is a single mom of 12 twins, and she has a regular 9-to-5 job. And then there's Mike, who is a personal trainer in his 40s. I mean, it just goes to show that almost anybody can be a coach. And regardless, you are able to relate to somebody in this. So you could be a mom. You can work at a corporate job from a 9-to-5. You can be in college. Anything is possible. It's just what you make of it and how you want to share your story. And that's the thing, too. They just want to share what they love. Most people start out as challengers in challenge groups, and they just want to share things that have worked with them. They want to have some extra income, even if you don't want this to be your full-time job, to have some extra income so you can pay for your kids' college, or you can go on those vacations that you want. All it is just being super passionate and wanting to help others. And, having, a little bit of a go-getter inside of you, and you're, super self-motivated, and, wanting to just share and have a little bit extra freedom, whether that be, time freedom or financial freedom. So what exactly does a coach do? So when some people hear the word coach, they kind of get freaked out. So I don't want you guys to get all freaked out about what a coach actually can do. Basically, all it is you're sharing your journey, sharing it on social media, and being proof that the products work. So, I mean, that's exactly how I got started. I started doing P90X, and I started posting pictures of me trying to do a sad little pull-up. And, people connected with that, because, they saw that it was possible, and they saw this person who never worked out before, and now all of a sudden I'm trying something and it's working. And, I just invited others to join me, and I ran an accountability group. Some of you have probably been in one with me, and it's just connecting with people and, staying accountable for others and even yourself. Ooh, the good stuff. So this is how you can actually make money. So you can make 25% of any direct sale that you do, which is awesome. And the other thing is the team cycle bonuses. So this, is where you can totally be able to walk away for a vacation and a week from your business and still have residual income coming in. And, we definitely dive into this a lot further. And this is just an example of what you can actually see happen to you. So when you get started, people kind of get a little overwhelmed, and it's so easy when you're gonna get started. Basically, you just kind of almost need to commit to 3 to 5 hours a week just to start with. And the true thing is that I always tell people, you get what you put in. If you put in a ton of time and you put in a work, you're going to get it back. If you just sit on the back and just hope something's going to happen, then you might kind of see something. But if you just, take your time and, put in, maybe 3 5 hours a week, things will definitely start to pick up. And obviously being a product of the product. So the best way to sign up as a coach is with a challenge pack. And a challenge pack is a program and Shakeology that's bundled up together. And the best way for this to happen is you also get your coach enrollment fee waived. But you also have a new program and your Shakeology, which is awesome. And then after that, there is a $15.95 monthly fee, and that covers websites. You get 3 websites also, which is awesome, so you don't have to worry about building one or any of that crap. And then also, if you are in the military or are married to somebody in the military, you do get discounts, which is awesome. So what we do is I run an accountability and an apprenticeship group for all new coaches. So what it is it's basically what I went through. It's the same exact thing, and it's an amazing way to learn the business. You're going to learn about yourself. You're going to learn about social media, how to find your story, who you are, how to actually work this as a real business. It's going to be 30 days. You're going to have tons of one-on-one mentorship with me, and you're going to also get training with over 10 coaches who are all in the top 2% of the company, which is crazy. This team is amazing. I mean, there's some of us on here that are just killing it and that are top coaches, and you're going to be able to work with all of us. And then also we have tons of corporate events and trainings, which are great. Some of you have probably seen all my trips that I got to go on. My most recent trip was to Vegas, which was amazing. But these events and trips are just great ways to network and market and learn so much. And the great thing is too, I mean, there's always going to be a need for us. I mean, everyone knows that the obesity levels are very high, and the fact that you are actually doing something about it for yourself and for your family and your future, and that you possibly might want to share that, is pretty amazing. I mean, we are also in Puerto Rico. Now we're in Canada. The U.S., is still an open market. I mean, they're not getting healthy on their own. We need more coaches like me. We need more people like you. You guys are obviously, watching this for a reason. And, I always say the longer you wait for something, the longer it's going to take until you finally reach that goal, that thing that you want. Same thing with a diet, same thing with exercise. The longer you put it off, the longer it's going to take to actually get that result. So why not start now? So if you guys, are ready, I'm going to actually stop this so you guys can see me. Let's see if I can stop the screen share. Hi. So honestly, guys, if you are ready for this commitment and to make something happen, now truly is the time. And sit back and let this all kind of marinate. I mean, I know that this was a lot, and I tried to go kind of fast, so I didn't keep you guys so long. I mean, I could talk about this all day, but I didn't want to take up too much of your time. But think about it. I mean, imagine what your life could be like with even a little bit more income, or making this a career like I have. I mean, I never thought that this would be something that I would do, and now I get to do it every single day. And it's pretty amazing. The fact that I get to just sit in my house, I can travel, I can take my job anywhere. I could work on the beach, which is nice in the summer. If you're a mom or a dad, you can work from home. You can be with your kids. You can be there for those moments. Something that you can't really get if you're at a corporate 9-to-5 job. And those are things that are really important to me, and those are things that I want for my future. And I know that with some hard work and a little determination, it can happen. And that's the thing and that's so beautiful about this industry and what the Beachbody coaching opportunity offers. And I never really go around saying I'm a Beachbody coach, because I'm more than just that. I am also a holistic health practitioner, but I am my business. This is what you see, this is what you get. Having Beachbody is just an additional really cool thing that's in my back pocket that I can pull out and be like, hey, here's something that works, here's something that's amazing, and that can truly change your life. That's the thing. This can change your life. I mean, it's totally changed my life, and I've only been doing this for a year and a half. And this time next year, I don't know where I'm going to be, but I know it's going to be not in here, not in this room. It's going to probably hopefully be in my own house that I bought. It's going to be so different, and it's going to be all mine. And that's something that no job as a 9 to 5er was ever going to give me. And that's something that I always knew deep down that I wanted. And the fact that I am changing lives and actually paying it forward and giving back and doing more and getting text messages and seeing, Facebook posts that, say that I'm an inspiration for their success, and it's like nothing I've ever experienced. And knowing that I am able to do that is really amazing. And you guys, if you're still watching, which I hope you are, but you have been sent this because I truly believe that you have that in there too, that this is for you. And I really want you guys to just kind of think about it, sleep on it, take a minute, write down a bunch of questions, whatever you have, let me know, and we can talk about it. And just be honest with yourself and really think about what you want for your future, and if this is something that you think can actually work for you, because I think it can. So thank you guys so much again for watching this. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to talk to you more about this, and I cannot wait to hopefully introduce you to our team and our family and all of the fun stuff that's going to happen in the future. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.